To be honest, I feel like these are far more important topics to discuss. And Donald Trump is honestly the only man, as well as Elon Musk. But really, Donald Trump is the only man that I can see really. I mean, talking to Elon Musk is important, but I do want Elon Musk to know that with the money that he's holding, I know it's a lot of work, and finding the right people to hire is absolutely important. And it's extremely hard just to find the right candidates to do everything. But I want to see programs being built, because whenever you do stuff like for the females, like as frustrating and as angry as women can make me, it's not really that important. I mean, it's like, for me, I'm saying like abortion, like right here. Let's talk about this. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about banning abortion, right? It does become murder, and I understand the flow of human beings. Once you start eliminating and to putting down the prisoners, there needs to be more people, right? But we have so many people already, and it's like there's so many people here. The people that are being born right now, if you want more children to be in this country, we need to be able to first be able to take care of the ones that are already here by disciplining the rich. You've got to discipline the rich. How are you going to discipline the rich? How do we make America great if there's not enough money? Where do you send the people that are illegal immigrants in this country? Do you just dump them out? I don't care if you do, because they're not my people anyway. However, I do believe in order. I do believe in doing things the right way, right? So I'm here working on my body. Literally, this guy is helping me. The Spanish community is just, most of them, I didn't say all, but most of them are fucking annoying disgrace. So guess what? They kicked me out of this place. And this is the only guy that was literally working on my body, because he's cute. Because he's cute. And I made a moaning sound. I made a moaning sound while he was working on my body. He was doing a moaning sound is a good sound. It's a good sign that he's doing a great job on my body. It's like, I just want to leave Wesley Health Centers. I mean, it's a great place and stuff. They've been helping me. They helped me get housed, but they're firing all the good people. They're disconnecting me with the right guy and connecting me with the wrong person. It makes no fucking sense. They put me with this big guy. There's nothing wrong with him being a fat guy or anything. But now I have to go to a whole nother clinic, which puts more work on me to get them to do chiropractor on my back, right? To explain everything all over again, all because they don't want me to connect with this guy, because they heard a moaning sound. People moan when you do massage therapy. They even cry. It's fucking ridiculous. The educational system needs to change. They needs to be like every hospital, every place needs to literally have education on, especially chiropractor. If you're going to open a clinic, you need to start talking about all the things that you can expect from a patient. Are you going to kick every patient out because you heard them fucking moan? It's not against the law to moan. It's not against the law to have a crush on your doctor. It's not against the law for your doctor to have a crush on you. None of it is against the law. The problem here is that they started messing with this doctor, telling him that, are you sleeping with Sandra? I bet you that's what they were saying, because I was like, oh my God, he hit the right. I mean, he did such a great job. It's like it makes me think the Spanish people just they're out to get the white community. They don't want whites and blacks together. And then when you find the right person, they get jealous. What is the point? So it's like, why are you guys even here? These white people are helping me. You know, he's a doctor. He's handsome. When we were in the clinic, he said I could record him. We could record. That's a perfect situation. Record this session so nobody can say anything bad went on in there. What do you think, Trump? Cameras in there so that nobody can say this happened and that happened. That's a smart idea. So that nobody can say the doctor raped him or the doctor you know what I mean? Don't you think that's smart when you're dealing with people? Writing a consent form and saying you have to give me consent. Asking first is important. I mean, Chris is an incredible doctor. Chris is not only, it's a gift from heaven, right? Because now that I'm talking to Justin, if I'm talking to Justin, he's giving me fucking problems. And then I'm not the kind of girl that you can just pour love. You just tell me love, 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 but you're not solving any problems. I don't want to enter your house and we start arguing about stupid shit. I'm trying to help them understand my brain doesn't operate that way. My body is going through too much stuff that I don't have time to argue. Even if I was in a situation where I had the energy. I'm still not the same. I'm not that kind of girl that likes to argue about anything. I understand the value of my life, the value of my breath. Every day that I met everybody that I met, we talked about important things. We never talk about stupid things. My brain is not stupid. So I get in there with Dr. Chris. I'm worried. Is he okay? Because if Justin fails to do his part, why not fucking marry Chris? He's a brilliant, beautiful doctor that I can help. This is what made me mad about Chris. Chris doesn't want me to talk to anybody. So I don't know if that's true, but I want to talk to Chris and find out. What happened, Chris? What happened that they lied and they said that Dr. Chris, so this is what happened. So Dr. Chris is like, Dr. Chris, Felicia, before she got fired or she quit, Felicia was helping me. Felicia was helping me, right? Felicia was literally helping me out. I mean, no, she wasn't really helping. Felicia is a what is it called? She's a worker that works there. And Felicia literally tells me, I tell Felicia, can you help me fill out the paper so I can get a driver, so I can get access. The government pays for access for us to we don't have to pay too much money for access to come pick us up in case they don't want to do the job to come pick me up. I have, when you have a disability, there is only so much you can do. So the government pays asks people with disability to have access. So I asked Felicia, can you help me fill out the paper? She tells me, well, Sandra, you can do it yourself. I said, well, then why are you here? Your job is to help me. So I'm like, you're fired. So Chris, the guy that I don't even want to say the love of my life, he's not the love of my life because I'm in love with Justin. And if Justin hears this, it might be a problem. It will be a problem, right? I don't want Justin to hear anything that I'm in love with Chris. I'm not in love with Chris. But I feel Chris's feelings for me from a distance, right? But I can't. Chris is a professional doctor, a professional guy. We were on the thin line of that situation in there turning into very unprofessional situation, consensually unprofessional situation. It got that serious where it was perfect. And I was like, Chris, if you divorce your wife, you can come and live with me. You don't have to work so hard if you need a break from work. We want you to work, but the key is to make sure that you are physically and mentally prepared. How do I know if my husband is not, I'm not saying Chris is my husband, but how do I know if my man is not physically, mentally prepared? Right? Is if he starts acting out. And then sometimes jealousy makes guys act a certain way. So I started laughing and smiling with Rosa. And Chris got jealous, right? You could tell when he got jealous because then he tells Rosa to come in the office in the room while I'm doing. He tells Rosa to come inside of the office where me and him, where he's working on my body. I said, why is Rosa in here? And she says, Rosa is going to stay in here. So he's basically trying to tell Rosa, look, I'm going to do this girl's back and you're going to see that she's going to moan because the body feels good. It's not when you make it that it's an unfortunate situation.